Purists may not agree with putting a Jaguar engine into the Mazda MX5. This video explains why I chose the Jaguar AJ30 engine. Some suggest a better option is the Mazda KLZE 2.5 litre V6, as it will keep all things Mazda, is made from the same era, and Mazda even considered selling the MX5 with this engine but never actually followed through with it. I'll now explain how the AJ30 is actually born from the KZLE engine. The Jaguar AJ30 has connections to many different manufacturers, including Mazda, Suzuki, Porsche, Ford, Cosworth, Jaguar, Lincoln, Land Rover, Volvo and even Noble have been involved at some point. It began life as the KLZE developed by Mazda and Suzuki. Ford and Mazda have a long history together, with Ford being a major shareholder between 1974 and 2015. In the mid-90s, Ford owned a third of all Mazda shares. As a result, there was a lot of sharing of technology between Mazda and Ford. Ford took the 2.5 litre KLZE engine and got help from Porsche, who wanted the engine for their own cars. Porsche ended up taking another direction, so sold the engineering to Ford and Cosworth, who went on to further develop the cylinder head design. The V6 engine was used by many manufacturers including Jaguar, Lincoln, Land Rover, Ford, Volvo and Mazda. It was available in many guises from 2 litres to 3.7 litres. Noble even modified it for use for their M12 supercar with twin turbos. The reason this engine was popular is it seemed to tick a lot of the right boxes. Powerful, light, compact, but also reliable and economical. The Jaguar version of the engine, the AJ30, is a 3 litre specialised version of Ford's Duratec V6. One notable addition is the use of variable valve timing. It has an aluminium engine block and aluminium double overhead cam cylinder heads. It has 4 valves per cylinder with VVT and forged powder connecting rods and a one-piece cast camshaft. In the S-Type it produces 240 brake horsepower and 216 foot-pounds of torque. I didn't choose the AJ30 because of its lineage to Mazda. I chose it primarily because the conversion kit from Rocketeer is so well thought out. It comes with absolutely everything you need to install the engine, including the subframe, custom oil sump, carbon fibre inlet manifolds, exhaust manifolds, full exhaust, flywheel, clutch, wiring loom and even the ECU. The other part I like is that it retains the majority of the MX5 driveline. The sweet gearbox, prop shaft, diff, half shafts, hubs, none of it changes. Look up any of the V8 kits you see in America and you'll find it gets very expensive when you have to replace the entire driveline. The aluminium AJ30 engine also weighs within a few kilos of the iron block MX5 engine, so the weight balance isn't disturbed. So why didn't I just turbo it? You could certainly reach the same power levels with a turbo and even have more torque, but it probably won't be as reliable. High power turbos are highly stressed engines, which means you'll always be worrying about checking temperatures and obsessing about its health. The Jag engine will be completely unstressed in a lightweight chassis like the MX5. I would imagine it'll be a lot more carefree and reliable. I guess we'll find out though. I do like the sound of a turbo, but it can't compare to a V6, especially at high RPM. That's one huge reason I went for it. Another reason I chose the Rocketeer conversion over a turbo or supercharged stock engine is that I want something different. I plan to keep this car for a good few years to come and I want to make it special. I hope that gives a better understanding into the history of the AJ30 engine and why I chose it. Not a bad result. Slán.